broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports and is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person. Well, hello and welcome on into the Atlantic City Skate Zone in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We've gone live just a little bit early here, 7:02 on your clock at home, but nobody on the ice just yet as the players are lining up to get out there, waiting on some officials, coaches making their way to the bench. A little bit of a sleepy morning here in Atlantic City for this very early game, but the team's getting set. And to give you a bit of a game preview, the Southwestchester Blackhawks come in on a tear. They are 21-9-4 on the season. And recently, they have played the New Rochelle Lightning at EJ Murray, beating them 4-1. They lost by a goal in a doubleheader against the Long Beach Lightning AA team. They lost the first game 3-4 in overtime, and then the second game 2-3 in regulation. That's a team that put up 11 on the Stars earlier this season, and then they beat the Titans 9-5 on November 5th. So again, Blackhawks coming in on a roll. This is their first game of this EJ Showcase weekend. Of course, it's the third game for the Stars, who split against the Seahawks yesterday, losing the first game 7-4. But winning that second in a tight one, a game-winning goal by the captain, John McCarthy. They won 5-4 as the Stars now will roll out, as will the Blackhawks. So it's a Hawks-only weekend thus far for the Stars, playing the Seahawks twice and the Blackhawks now once. Don't forget, though, there's a game coming up this evening, too, in the 5 o'clock hour, as the Stars will take on the Genesis Hockey Club from right here in Atlantic City. And then, of course, there's a 3 o'clock hour game tomorrow, Sunday, as the Stars will face the Lawton Knights. So stick around. Some extended warm-ups here. 5 minutes on the warm-up clock. We'll give you that sweet, sweet royalty-free music as we try to get going here. Grab a cup of coffee or 7. It's an early one from Atlantic City, New Jersey. We'll be right back once the warm-ups are over. Thanks so much for watching. This is Midnight Sports. Well, just a minute and 12 seconds left to go here in warm-ups from Atlantic City, New Jersey. And time to tell you that these two teams did face off up at EJ Murray just about a month ago, and that was a thrilling game. The Blackhawks led most of the way. The Stars scored a goal through Fisher with about 3 seconds left in that game, and it went to overtime. Stars nearly potted a goal in an odd man rush. Blackhawks able to take the puck right back the other way because, of course, EJ overtime starts at 4-on-4, so there's a lot of ice out there. Blackhawks came the other way on a break, and they were able to pot, winning 4-3 in that game. And so, Stars out for revenge on the ice today against the Blackhawks. Also, time to remind you, 5:10 tonight, the Stars will take on the Genesis Hockey Club right here on Midnight Sports. That's 5:10 Saturday evening. So you can have coffee with us and you can have a beer with us today on Midnight Sports. And then tomorrow, it will be the Stars taking on the Lawton Knights, and that's at 3:20 p.m. Eastern. So don't miss a moment right here on Midnight Sports. About to kick off here the 7 a.m. game. And then, of course, the 5:10 p.m. game Eastern this evening and the 3:20 p.m. game Eastern tomorrow. It's all right here on Midnight Sports. Some last-minute strategy going on at the benches now as we're about to kick off in Atlantic City. As you recall, 2 25-minute halves in these EJ games. There'll be an ice cut right in the middle. We'll get you set with a scoreboard here as the players get ready to roll. Also a reminder, these rinks get colder as November ticks on, and so the clock on your screen activated by touching a button on a touch screen is really only a suggestion. It's the yellow sign of speed limits on the road rather than the white one. All right, nets being checked by the officials for any loose pucks. Warm-up pucks being cleaned up. Blackhawks will be first to break the huddle here and head toward their net. It looks like it'll be Ryan Speaker in the blue paint to start us off here in Atlantic City. Played yesterday afternoon's game, and so that'll mean that Jason Diatelli will get this afternoon's start, it looks like. Speaker visiting with an official right in front of the bench, and it looks like just wanted the net checked momentarily. In any event, we will get rolling here as the officials get ready. Scorekeeper getting ready. It'll be the Nicolaitis line out there. Stars with a full bench here today. And so it'll be Nicolaitis, Russo, Cornati, Schaefer as the defensive pair, and Johnny McCarthy, the captain, out there on the ice side of the bench too. We'll see if he's the fifth skater. Takes the long skate around the blue line and looking to get all the way over toward the face-off circle. All right. Officials still inspecting a net down there. They did find a loose puck, 2 of them, under the netting, and so those will be cleared off the ice before we get rolling here at the skate zone. Players still getting loose. Some of these players on the South Westchester side made the long trip down this morning. It's an early morning, and so got to shake those legs out as they spend some time on the Garden State Parkway. If you missed us at the top of the hour, this is the Blackhawks' first game in this EJ Showcase down in Atlantic City. This will be the Stars' 3rd game. All right, goalies being checked. Put that creamer in the coffee. We're ready to roll here. Scorekeeper checked. Officials ready. Puck drop. First half coming up straight away. Boards being pounded. Players backed out of the circle. Puck drop, and it'll be the Blackhawks coming forward. Off a shin guard. Nicolaitis gets in the way of that dump in. Blackhawks fire in high and wide of the cage, and now look to pick it up at the far half wall. They do, and they are steamrolling right now, are the Blackhawks, but the Stars get in the way immediately and break out from McCarthy to Russo. Russo gains the line and dumps on in. That puck's going to go all the way around toward McCarthy. McCarthy harassing his man there. For support is Russo as that puck rolls to the end boards. Russo on the puck there, jabbed off his stick momentarily, and it will be the Blackhawks breaking out of the zone. Flying through the neutral zone come the Blackhawks, turning is Coronati to push his man wide. Blackhawks looking to throw that net front. They go all the way around. Coronati pushes his man to the far corner, and that puck comes out to the slot, but a wonderful stick there by Schaefer. Sees that puck leave the zone. Blackhawks pick it up at their own blue line. Quick up right into the offensive zone. They'll throw in near the slot. Speaker in the way of that one. Ensuing shot goes over the back of the cage. Well, that was a bang-bang play there for the Blackhawks. Speaker got the big leg pad out, and the ensuing shot went up and over the cage. Never was in danger for the Stars there. Stars now on the forecheck in the offensive zone. Puck's going to roll to the far half wall. It's chipped out of the zone. Farrell able to kick that puck at the neutral zone, and then it goes over to Bizarro off the stick of Fisher. Fisher with a nice drop pass to Bizarro. Bizarro had dumped in, and the Blackhawks got it back. Comes all the way into the Stars zone. Stars through Gorloff, working that puck up and out of the zone. It's sticked farther, and the Blackhawks try to keep the zone, unable to do so. Now Fisher on the forecheck, forces an early pass. Bizarro gets in the way of that one, but it goes off his stick, and so icing's going to be waved. Speaker settles the puck for Farrow. Farrow tries to send that puck around, and it's going to come up to the high slot. Misses all sticks. Blackhawks will have to reset. Bizarro again on the forecheck. This game is very active for being 7:15 in the morning with a bunch of teenagers. In any event, it's Farrow now turning on the puck at his end boards. He's able to push that over toward Gorloff. Zimmage out there as well. Zimmage taps it farther, and it's chipped up to the blue line and out of the zone. That's Polisi out on the ice as well. It's the Blackhawks circling right back into the offensive zone. They shoot in. Farrow able to deflect that puck wide. Blackhawks having the run a play here early as they're in the high slot over to the near circle. Blackhawks try a tight angle shot. Deflection goes wide. Blackhawks pick it up again at the end boards. Stars need to relieve some of this pressure, and soon, as the puck goes to the far circle. It's chipped up and out by Polisi. That's exactly what the Stars needed. Blackhawks, though, will recycle in the neutral zone. They come right into the high slot. Look out! That shot goes off the outside of the post after taking a deflection off the Speaker blocker. Now it'll come up to the Blackhawks at the far half wall. Farrow will fire in at the end boards, work that up toward Conforti. Conforti on the puck, works that out of the zone. Blackhawks will have to reset again in the neutral zone, but this time, Conforti in the way of that one. It's the Blackhawks dancing on in to the offensive zone again as Viscoso pushes his man wide, thrown across the slot. Polisi gets that puck at the far side of the ice, picks it up on the forehand, looking to headman pass that up to Conforti. Skate gets in the way. Stars in the midst of a change. It's a 2-on-2 in the offensive zone here for the Blackhawks, and they'll throw that across to the slot. Good stick work again by Polisi, thrown in just a bit deeper. Coronati there works that on the backhand toward Conforti. That'll be enough for the Stars to make a change. It's the Blackhawks, another quick up here, but Coronati gets in the way of that as the Blackhawks will have to reset at the offensive blue line. They do. Upended there. Blackhawks looking for a call. These officials are the same as yesterday. There's one on the ice right now, and they let them play yesterday. Expect the same today. It's the Blackhawks saving a shot and then flicking that puck up in the defensive zone, but only so far as Russo. Russo and Nicolaitis combining well at the near half wall to keep the puck in the offensive zone. It's now Nicolaitis shooting and scoring. Oh boy, the Stars against the run of play there. Put one past, and it's James Nicolaitis receiving the Russo pass and tucking that one home. Just like that, with 21:08 left to go here in the first. It's Stars 1, Blackhawks nothing. Well, Nicolaitis will stay out there to take this draw. His line hadn't been on the ice for very long. And the official backing off Russo and his counterpart again out of the circle, telling him he would violate both teams on a face-off infraction, but instead drops the puck, and now it goes all the way around to the far side of the ice. Stars able to keep the zone through Viscoso, and the Blackhawks will have to reset in their defensive zone. Shots just 2 apiece early on in this one, according to the scoreboard. Blackhawks break out to the weak side of the ice through the neutral zone. Again, a long stick there, though. Bodying his man is Coronati. Blackhawks pick it up. They load up. They shoot. Speaker able to glove that out of the air by his team. A stoppage at 20:37 left to go in the first half. Well, with this kind of action, who needs coffee? Certainly not this guy. And that's not just because I had 3 cups before we got on the air today. Face-off one forward there by Zimmich. Fired in. Speaker sticks that aside. Might have swiped at it and missed it. Either way, it was going wide of the cage. Gorloff picks it up. Goes point-to-point with Schaefer behind his own net. Bizarro tries to flick that up on a breakout play. Hits a skate, but Zimmich does the rest to push that past the blue line. It's now point-to-point for the Blackhawks at their own blue line. Bizarro on the forecheck. Fisher chops that out of the air very nicely. Blackhawks will break into the offensive zone, throw it toward the slot. Rolling puck comes into the slot. Bizarro with a wonderful back check, ties up his man. No arm raised there. Again, these officials happy to let them play. Blackhawks cycle all the way back to their defensive zone, and now they'll come through the neutral zone with speed. They tap it farther. Zimmich with a good play and back check. Rolling puck comes into the slot, though, and Gorloff is able to cut out that threat. Rolling puck right in front of the Blackhawks bench. Looked like it could have been too many men, but again, the marching orders from this official are play hockey and worry about the penalties later. As long as it's called both ways, no fans can really complain here, and as long, of course, as the kids stay safe out there. It's the Stars kicking that puck up to the blue line. Good zone keep, though. Bouncing puck kicked farther by Viscoso. Bizarro tries to curl with the puck at the near circle. Thrown in on Speaker. He sticks that all the way to the far side of the ice safely. And so it'll be the Blackhawks working that puck into the slot. Puck stops there momentarily. It's tapped farther. A lot of ginger passes going on right now in the defensive zone there for the Stars, but it works out for him as Bizarro uses the glass, sends that all the way down, and we will get an icing. And there we are, second official out there on the ice. Now 19:05 left to go here in the first half. It's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars, who will roll that Nikolaitis line right back out there. Defenders will be Farrell and Viscoso. McCarthy as a right winger in the slot, and Russo also in the slot. Shot comes in, hits a body, goes wide. That was a dangerous shot there if you're a Stars fan. And it'll be the Blackhawks keeping the zone, throwing that all the way across. Shot comes in after it was spilled in front. Oh, the Stars look to get that puck out of the zone. Instead, that's a goal for the Blackhawks, and just like that, we are tied right back up. Well, that's hockey luck sometimes. That puck was fluttering to the far corner, and it was settled down, but it hopped over a stick and then sat right in front of the crease for the Blackhawks. And so just like that, it's a 1-1 hockey game with 8:53 left to play here in the first. It's Nikolaitis. That faceoff is won over toward McCarthy, who dumps it farther in the neutral zone and then bodies his man. Bouncing puck's going to come past the Stars bench momentarily, flutter into the offensive zone there for the Blackhawks, who will work it to a Stars stick, and now it's Russo dumping it farther in the neutral zone. It's Nikolaitis pushing his man wide. Long stick, able to jam up the play of his man momentarily, but it's still the Blackhawks firing in. Saved by Speaker. Touched farther there by McCarthy to Russo. Russo has a man on him. He gains the line and dumps in. And now it'll be McCarthy on the forecheck. First to this puck. He's able to swipe it just a bit farther. He's got his stick caught under a man, but he's able to avoid a hooking penalty there as the Blackhawks come with speed into the offensive zone. Speaker able to push that to the far corner, right in front of the Zamboni doors. As we know from yesterday, that ice is choppy over there. Blackhawks emerge with it. They try and backhand it farther. Feathered pass ends up at the end boards. Blackhawks will pick it up in the far corner and keep the offensive zone. They dump it in deeper now. Turning in the far corner are the Blackhawks, working it all the way over to the weak side here at the near half wall. Blackhawks try to fire in. Bouncing puck deflected up. Sits in the slot. Still in the slot. Now it'll be Russo tracking back after some good defensive work by Fauci in the low slot. Stars able to clear the zone, get a change out of this one, and it'll be Fauci on the forecheck, forcing an early pass there. Blackhawks work it up through the neutral zone, but it comes up to Conforti, and he'll shepherd it into his own zone, but that puck comes into the slot, dangled there. Speaker able to grab it, and then it goes off a skate and in. Ah, boy. Well, that's a difficult spot there for the Stars as that puck came into the zone, hit a skate, and Speaker lunges for it with the big pad, but instead it goes all the way in the net there for the Blackhawks. So a couple of early difficulties there in the defensive zone for the Stars result in a couple of goals for the Blackhawks. And so the Stars will look to strike back here. A lot of time left in this game. It'll be Zimmich at the center ice dot, and that's hockey, of course. That's why they say all shots are good shots. You get pucks to the net, and you see what happens. And there are a lot of skates and sticks out there to bounce a puck off of, and that's exactly what the Blackhawks did. Credit to them for playing well. Puck comes all the way through the low slot, and then it's tapped beyond the blue line, and so the Blackhawks will have to reset. Puck comes into the neutral zone, and it's stick farther. It's a 2-on-2 developing here for the Blackhawks. They'll shoot wide. Good defensive play there by Farrow. Gorloff has the puck, and two men draped all over him at the far half wall. Puck goes all the way into the far corner, sticked farther by the Stars. Not out of the zone just yet. It's Gorloff on the puck, throws that puck up to the far half wall. Blackhawks cut out the zone exit. Blackhawks have the puck at the end boards, and now it'll be Gorloff back on the puck, chipping it up toward Bizarro. Bouncing puck just over his stick. Blackhawks load up, and Speaker with a save there as Gorloff picks up that puck, goes behind his net, and he'll reverse to himself. A good skating play there as he still has the puck on the backhand, working it up for Bizarro, who digs that out of the near half wall for Zimmich, who throws that across the ice for Fisher. Fisher loads up, shoots just wide of the cage. And so onward we play here. Stars able to keep the zone through Bizarro, taps that puck deeper. He's upended, no call there as we play on. It's some heavy hitting in the offensive zone. The Stars will track back to the neutral zone and pick up that puck. It's Farrow for Viscoso, tries to settle that rolling puck, sends it up to the blue line, not out. Blackhawks break in, Speaker able to shut down that shot. Big rebound in front that this time Speaker will jump on with 15:55 left to go here in the first half. Well, the Stars growing in confidence now in their defensive zone. Good gap control there. Made that shot come in from distance. Speaker saw it the whole way and was able to jump on the rebound before anybody got to him. It'll be Nikolaitis at the far dot. Won by the Blackhawks. Bouncing puck shot. Hits a shin guard. Goes way wide. Now it's racked in deeper by the Blackhawks. Puck comes up to the far half wall. It's thrown out there. It's Russo on the puck in the neutral zone. He's got two men on him, but Coronati able to get in the way of that zone entry. The Blackhawks will have to reset. Blackhawks now dance in just a bit farther, and they dump that puck. It'll be Viscoso turning and looking to go point to point for Coronati. Uses the boards to do so. Coronati returns the pass, and now the Stars look to break out on the weak side. Puck comes up to Russo. A nice pass there by Viscoso. Russo with some open ice in front of him in the offensive zone. Loads up, shoots just a bit high, looking for that near post. Top corner, comes up to Viscoso. Doesn't connect on the slapper. Rolling puck stays in the slot momentarily, and now it'll be the Blackhawks breaking out of the zone through the neutral zone and dumping in. Coronati will turn and attempt to pick up this puck behind his own net. Racks it up to Russo. Good play by him using the momentum. Russo, soft hands, takes that pass, finds McCarthy. It's Nikolaitis breaking on and through. McCarthy throws that on net, but it's gloved down by the Blackhawks netminder, and it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, not much neutral zone time in this game thus far. A lot of end-to-end action. Both teams really going at it early on here. It'll be Fauci, Conforti, and Polisi out there. That faceoff is won forward by Fauci, but without control. And so now Schaefer will back off at the near point as the Blackhawks had exited the zone with some numbers. It'll be Fauci working that puck in deeper off the Schaefer dump in, and the Blackhawks will look to dig it out of their own zone. Rolling puck comes toward Polisi, hops off his stick though, and the Blackhawks will come the other way. It's a 2-on-2 developing for the Blackhawks into the offensive zone. They shoot in on Speaker, they score. Oh, that's a tough one. Not what you want to see that early on. That was a tight angle shot, and it got under the arm there of Speaker, and he is upset in the near corner. And so we'll head back to the net with that one to think about, hoping he can banish that from the memory as it was a tight angle shot. And so with 14:26 left to go here in the first half, it's now 3-1 Blackhawks. Stars will need to get that one back. Puck won forward by the Blackhawks, but without control. It's Fauci on the puck, and he's able to work that through the neutral zone toward Conforti. Conforti jams that to the other side of the ice to give Gorloff some time and space to have a breakout play here. It's Schaefer on the puck, working that up toward Conforti, just out of his reach, and the Blackhawks will dump right back in again from the neutral zone. They skate this one in. They're into the slot, curling around. They shoot wide of the cage. Speaker getting that confidence back, was way outside the blue paint to cut out that threat. Schaefer works that up to the near point and dumps the puck on in again at the near corner. Rolling puck's going to come to the center of the ice. Conforti there first, works it up toward the blue line. Not out just yet. Puck racked all the way in once again. It's Schaefer on the puck now. Has it on the forehand. Chips that up off the glass, but it goes into the Stars bench. And so, with 13:39 left to go, should be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Now it'll be this image. Fisher and Bizarro line out there. Farrow and Viscoso as the defensive pair. Puck's dropped, won by the Blackhawks, fired in, and that puck's right in front of Speaker, able to get post to post and make the save there as that puck rolled into the low slot. And now the Blackhawks try to set up another tight angle shot, but it's Viscoso in the way. He's able to get that puck out of the zone. Well, a good save by Speaker as he was able to get across the goal mouth. And it'll be the Blackhawks, though, pouring right back in. Blackhawks trying to work that puck in deep. They do over to the Zamboni doors. And now up to the near point. Bouncing puck's going to come across the ice after taking a deflection. Puck sits there momentarily, and then it's going to be jabbed farther by Farrow. Not out of the zone. Bizarro bodies his man. Blackhawks pinch in to keep the zone. That puck's going to go all the way to the end boards. Farrow will pick it up there. Farrow on the puck. Right in front of the end boards. Blackhawks emerge with it. It comes up to the slot. Blackhawks trying to set up a shot. It goes high and wide of the cage. Oh, my. That was a grade A chance there for the team from South Westchester. Blackhawks have it at the far half wall. That bouncing puck seems to be finding the sticks of the people wearing the white sweaters out there right now. Blackhawks on the puck in the offensive zone, able to make a change here as they keep the zone. Blackhawks right in front of the linesman, bodying his man there as Viscoso takes a return hit. Puck bounces out. Not out of the zone just yet, though, as the Blackhawks able to complete that change. They've got the puck in the offensive zone. They get it to the high slot, and it's Zimmage getting in the way of that one. And now it'll be Fisher dumping that puck all the way down, but it'll go for an icing with 12-13 left to go here in the first half. It's a 2-goal lead right now for the Blackhawks and an offensive zone draw for the home team. Now this faceoff's going to come to Speaker's right, and it'll be Nicolaitis to take the drop. He's got Schaefer to his right, one forward by Nicolaitis. Blackhawks fire that in. Speaker makes the save. It's loose in front and then sticked out there by the Stars. Should go for an icing once again. We'll do it all over again with 12:05 left to go here in the first half. Now Stars scrambling just a little bit right now in front of their goal, trying to get some offensive zone possession to relieve some of this Blackhawks pressure. It'll be Schaefer after that face-off win from Nicolaitis, reversing on over to the far half wall. McCarthy fires in, try and get that puck out of the zone. It's the Blackhawks curling in the slot. They throw a shot in. Speaker makes the save, but the rebound's tucked home. And now the Blackhawks are pouring it on here early. It's Blackhawks 4, Stars 1. Now the Stars are going to need to turn the tables here and soon, given that the Blackhawks have tilted the ice in this fashion. Right now, shots 14-3 in the Blackhawks' favor. And so the ensuing faceoff will be the Blackhawks pouring forward. They fire in wide of the cage and look to pick up that puck. Gorloff able to body his man off the puck momentarily. It's now McCarthy on the puck, crossing his own blue line, gaining the line, and dumping in. Russo on the forecheck. Puck goes all the way to the end boards, comes up to Russo. Russo dumps that puck in just a bit deeper. The Blackhawks, though, dance out of the zone here. We're going to get a high sticking call on the Stars as soon as the Stars touch up. Right now, though, it's 6-on-5 out there as Farrow goes to get possession of the puck. Blackhawks there first. McCarthy waits to try and touch that puck up. Puck is jammed up at the far half wall. Looks like Nicolaitis had done enough to get the whistle to blow, but it doesn't blow. And onward we play here. Shot in on Speaker. He kicks that one aside. McCarthy should touch up here. He does. Still no whistle. Finally, we get one. 11:04 left to go here in the first half. Stars down 3, about to be down a man for 2 minutes. And it'll be a defensive zone draw upcoming for them. Well, Stars looking to push back. Sometimes killing a penalty successfully can give you the momentum you need to go down to the other end of the ice and put one on the board. And so that's what the Stars will look to do after the high sticking call on them. Zimmage at the dot, wins that faceoff cleanly. Comes up to the slot, though, and that puck rolls. Speaker makes the initial save. It goes behind the net, and the Blackhawks able to keep the zone here right in front of the camera well. Bizarro on the penalty kill with Zimmage, able to stick that puck up to the blue line, but not out. Thrown across the ice, sits in the slot. Stars pick it up there. Rolling puck jammed all the way out of the zone on net, so there'll be no icing here as we play on. And I promise you, the clock in the arena has started, even if it hasn't on your television screen. It's Bizarro on the forecheck, able to take the puck off his man there and leave it for Coronati. Coronati now throws that across the ice towards Zimmage. Zimmage locates the puck, picks it up, crosses the blue line, nearly hops past his man. Instead, the Blackhawks will emerge with it. 1:15 left to go in the man advantage for the Blackhawks as they work that puck up to their blue line. No farther, though. Bizarro, aggressive forecheck on this penalty kill, able to stop that breakout initially. Now it's the Blackhawks coming the other way. 3-on-3 hockey out there in the offensive zone until all the players do get in the zone. It's now the Blackhawks on the puck at the far half wall. They throw it to the slot, but it's sticked out there by Coronati, and so just 52 seconds remaining on the man advantage here for the Blackhawks. Blackhawks cross center ice into the offensive zone. Look to fire that in on a tight angle shot. Instead, pushed wide by Coronati, so it comes all the way up to the far point. Blackhawks trying to set up a play from there. They'll dump in just a bit and get it back at the point. Shot comes in, hits a body. A wonderful shot block there by Russo, and then he's able to push that puck out of the zone. He's got a streaking McCarthy into the offensive zone. McCarthy sets up on the forehand, shoots low. It's snatched there by the Blackhawks goaltender with 9:28 left to play here in the first half. And 24 seconds left to go in the man advantage for the Blackhawks. Now it'll be Russo at the dot. He's got Schaefer behind, as well as Gorloff. Puck comes up to McCarthy. He's able to push that puck deeper in the zone to try and kill more of this penalty. Now the Blackhawks look to break out. They've got the puck across their own blue line into the neutral zone. It's the Blackhawks dumping that puck in. Speaker sticks it aside, leaves it for Gorloff there, and the puck will be racked up and around. It's now Gorloff on the puck in the far corner. He's got a Blackhawks man draped all over him and loses his stick in the wall momentarily. And so it'll be McCarthy on the breakout for Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis gets leaned on. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. That's a kill there for the Stars. Shots 15-4 in the Blackhawks' favor right now as that puck gets chipped up, but not past Nikolaitis, who's trying to work the puck in deeper. The Blackhawks throw it around to the weak side of the ice and then out of the zone. So Gorloff will track back at center ice and look for Schaefer to go point to point. Instead, he's able to skate around his man and dump it in weak side. Blackhawks will pick it up there and send it into the offensive zone. Schaefer will turn on the puck and work it over to Gorloff. Gorloff settles that puck at the Zamboni doors, flicks it up toward Polisi. Not out of the zone just yet. Puck sits in front of the Stars bench momentarily until Gorloff gets it back, works that puck up and across the blue line, and now it'll be the Blackhawks crossing center ice and trying to dump in, but only so far as Gorloff, who works the puck the other way. It's Fauci picking that puck up at his blue line, trying to fire it farther there for Conforti. Stars will have to try once again in their defensive zone. They do. They jam the puck up, but all the way down, and so with 8:02 left to go here in the first half, it's going to be a defensive zone draw. Now, Stars with some good push there on the penalty kill. Even got a shot on net. And so they'll look to build on that momentum of killing off the high sticking penalty and get one going here in the first half. Gets set up here at the near circle. It's Image on the puck. Shot in on Speaker, who sticks it up right into the glove, and we get a call. A whistle, that is, with 7:58 left to go here in the first half. Zimmage again at the dot to try and win this puck safely back. Goes forward, dumped in off Farrow's skate. He'll turn at the end boards and pick it up there. Zimmage leaves it for him. Puck in the near corner. Blackhawks control. It's Farrow bodying his man. Blackhawks again take over. They throw it to the slot. Stars stick in the way, pushes it all the way up to the blue line. Shot comes in. Speaker able to cover that puck up once again, though, on the long shot in from the blue line. Stars doing well defensively to push this puck out to the blue line and off toward the side walls. And so, with 7:39 left to go here in the first half, it will be a defensive zone draw. Now Zimmage wins that forward to the near point. Shot comes in, goes high and wide of the cage. Bizarro will fire toward the far half wall to take that puck out of the zone. He's able to stick lift his man and work that up toward Fisher, just a little bit out of his reach. Now the Blackhawks will come the other way, but only so far as Viscoso. Viscoso on the puck, works it up toward Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck there, tries to jam it farther. Rolling puck comes in, though, off a shin guard, and it's touched home right in front of the cage. So, after the zone clearance doesn't work out there for the Stars, Blackhawks able to score and make this a 5-1 hockey game with 7:16 left to go in the first half. The Stars with a good push, not quitting out there were the Stars. Just some bad puck bounces Truly not their fault. Just off some shin guards, and the puck seems to end up right at the top of the Stars' blue paint anytime there's a bad bounce in this game. Sometimes bad luck just conspires with bad timing to get you in this game of hockey. In any event, onward we play. We're about to tick under 7 minutes here in the first half from Atlantic City as that puck's going to come all the way up toward the blue line. Coronati able to get his stick in the way there. Blackhawks will break in momentarily. Then Coronati sticks it right back into the neutral zone. Good defensive gap control by him. That puck comes out, and it's touched home there by the Blackhawks after a weird carom from the Zamboni doors. Came right to the feet of Speaker, and the Blackhawks score. And so now it's Blackhawks 6, Stars 1. Boy, oh boy. What else can go wrong here for the team from Brooklyn as that puck just kicked all the way out right in front of the net from the Zamboni doors. Now the Stars win that puck forward, and it comes over toward Nikolaitis at the near half wall. Nikolaitis on the puck, leaves for Russo, comes up to Farrow. Farrow loads up, shoots in, looking for a deflection. The Stars try and pick it up there. It'll be McCarthy firing that puck toward Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis, goal side, tries a tight angle shot. Saved there by the Blackhawks, and the puck comes up toward Russo. Good push here by the Stars after some terrible bounces. It's the Blackhawks breaking out of the zone. All the way up toward Gorloff. Puck comes to McCarthy, and Nikolaitis will dump in after he gains the line. It'll be Russo on the forecheck there as we tick towards 6 minutes left to go. That puck's deflected up into the netting. Well, the Stars will get a line change out of this one, and it will be the Fauci line out there. Polisi and Conforti as the wingers, Viscoso and Coronati as the defenders. Puck's dropped, won by the Stars toward the slot. Shot deflected wide, and the Stars look to set up again. Rolling puck's going to come up toward the blue line. Viscoso fires that in deeper, finds a Blackhawks stick, and the Blackhawks will break out of the zone through the neutral zone. They'll dump on in. Will the Blackhawks. Puck racked all the way around toward the end boards. Left there. Pass toward the front. Doesn't connect. Fauci got in the way of that one. Polisi will stick it farther. Not out of the zone just yet, as it'll be Viscoso stepping into his man on the far side of the ice, and the Stars able to clear the zone. Now it'll be the Blackhawks working that puck only so far as Fauci. Fauci sends that puck back across, and Polisi gets the shot off, but it's a nice save there by the Blackhawks goaltender. And so onward we play in the first half. Puck comes all the way down, doesn't cross the line for an icing. With 5:15 left to go here in the first, it'll be Coronati working it back over toward Viscoso. Viscoso up to Polisi. Polisi able to receive that puck in stride and get through the neutral zone and dump into the offensive zone. That'll give Fauci a chance to go off for a change as Conforti and Polisi are out there on the forecheck. It's the Blackhawks coming through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Rolling puck's going to come all the way down. Coronati able to upend his man who had dumped it in. And Zimmage takes that puck, works it up toward Conforti. Conforti tries to jam it farther, and Coronati will pick up the puck. But offside were the Blackhawks, and so we'll have a drop just outside the Stars zone. Now 4:44 left to go here in the first half, where the Stars find themselves down 5 after everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for them. A lot of bad luck out there for the men in navy blue. It's the Stars trying to work that puck up through the neutral zone, and the puck will be dumped in there by the Blackhawks. Curling back for that puck was Gorloff, works it up to the near point, chipped farther, but Zimmage with a nice little block gets the puck over toward Bizarro. Bizarro for Fisher. Fisher breaks into the offensive zone. Fisher loads up, shoots in, deflected shot goes wide, and now Bizarro tries to throw that net front. 2 Blackhawks men prevent him from doing it, and the Blackhawks will break out with speed from their zone. It's a 2-on-2 developing. Schaefer and Gorloff back. Schaefer bodies his man there, and Zimmage able to flick that puck up toward Bizarro, who gets it out of the zone. Bizarro looks across the ice, leaves it instead for Zimmage. Zimmage breaks into the offensive zone here. He curls on the backhand, leaves that for Fisher. Puck sits on Fisher's stick. He's able to go all the way around the net, throw it to the net front. The one-timer doesn't connect, and it's a frozen puck there with 3:53 left to go here in the first half. And an offensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Now, good push there by the Stars, and they'll roll out the Nikolaitis line with McCarthy and Russo as the wingers. Farrell and Viscoso as the defenders. One there by Nicolaitis. Fired in by Russo. Off a skate. Doesn't find the goal mouth. It's Russo getting the return pass from Nicolaitis. Jamming it farther is Russo for Nicolaitis. Two Blackhawks men in on the puck as it sits in the near corner. It finds Nicolaitis there on the backhand. Tries to throw that net front. Puck comes up to the high slot. Viscoso with an initial zone keep. Backhander in. Nicolaitis fires off a skate. Russo fires again off the blocker of the Blackhawks netminder. Onward we play here with under 3.5 left to go in the first half. Puck jammed in deeper. It's McCarthy on the puck. Works it up for Nicolaitis. Fought off there, but only into the back of the net as Nicolaitis scores with 3:19 left to go here in the first half. Stars strike back. And just like that, it's a 6-2 hockey game. Well, that's the kind of fight you want to see from your team if you're a Stars fan. Down 5 goals late here in the first half. Able to pot one and cut this lead down to 4. Now, the Stars a little bit shell-shocked in the early going of this game. Now with some good push, and they've cut the lead down to 4. It'll be Zimmich at the dot. Chokes up on the stick to win it forward for Bizarro. Bizarro takes that face-off win into the offensive zone. It's going to roll all the way wide on him, so he'll settle the puck, leave it there for Zimmich, who tries to find Fisher. Second attempt, jammed there and saved, thrown across the blue paint, not tucked home. It's Coronati now firing in. A lot of verve here from the Stars, but it'll be the Blackhawks breaking out of their zone through center ice to the weak side. Schaefer bodies up his man. Cuts out the zone break-in. Puck sits in front of the Stars bench momentarily, but it's the Blackhawks coming right back the other way and jamming that one in deep. It's now Coronati touching that puck up toward Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck there. Jams it farther for Zimmich. Zimmich on the puck, works that over toward Fisher. Fisher curls in the slot, fires in, takes the stick out of the hands of his man and gets the rebound behind the net. Gets caught in some skates there as the Blackhawks are going to be able to work this up to the near half wall, not out of the zone. Coronati with the zone keep. Rolling puck goes into the slot. Blackhawks emerge with it, and they're going to break out of the zone. 150 seconds left to go here as the Blackhawks try to get into the zone. Schaefer able to push his man off the puck after he tries to dangle him. Coronati takes a hit to make a play and get that puck up to the far half wall. Not out just yet, though. Blackhawks surging with the puck in the offensive zone. It's Coronati firing in at the end boards. On the forehand, trying to work the puck past his man. And the puck comes to the side of the cage. Thrown out front there. Fired in. Hits a body. It was Zimmich with the shot block. That was never on net because of the Zimmich block. And now we're going to keep playing hockey here in Atlantic City. It's Fisher all the way from center ice. Shoots in. And Bizarro goes for the rebound. Blackhawks there first. Bizarro on the forecheck so the Stars can make a change. Puck comes up to the blue line, but only so far as Nicolaitis, who dumps that one in. And it'll be Blackhawks turning with the puck, trying to get it out of the zone as Nicolaitis jams up that zone exit. McCarthy with the return pass behind the legs. Backhander goes just wide. It's now Gorloff pinching in to keep the zone. McCarthy on the puck in the far corner. Tries to work that puck to the net front. He does, but the big glove of the Blackhawks netminder thrown on top of it. So with 1:21 left to go here in the first half, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Nicolaitis at the dot. Puck dropped. He wins that faceoff. Fired in. Now it comes back to Nicolaitis. He shoots. A nice save there by the Blackhawks netminder. Russo was lurking at the back post. Could have touched that home if it had come to him. Instead, it was a nice save by the Southwestchester man. And onward we play here. McCarthy intercepts that pass. He comes into the offensive zone. He loads up. Shoots low. It's saved there. Under a minute now left to play in the first half from Atlantic City. McCarthy gets that return pass from Nicolaitis. Works it up toward Farrell and then dumped in again. McCarthy, side of the net, tries a tight angle shot. And that puck's going to roll out toward Farrell. Farrell on the puck there. Works it there for Nicolaitis. Two Blackhawks men in the way. Rolling puck comes up to the blue line, and instead it'll be the Blackhawks coming the other way with 40 seconds left to play. Trying to break into the offensive zone. Steph Gorloff in the way of that one. Nicolaitis will gain the line and dump in. It's McCarthy on the forecheck. Blackhawks with a quick up into the offensive zone. Curling toward the slot are the Blackhawks, and they'll just fire it to the open ice in the offensive zone. Turning now for the puck is Viscoso. Viscoso jams that off the glass up to the near point. Rolling puck chipped out across the line. It looked like no offside called, though. It's the Blackhawks firing that across the ice, hitting a body in front. It was Farrell who got in front of that one. 9 seconds left to go as the Stars need to get this puck out of the zone to end the half. They do. Bizarro on the puck. 3 seconds left to go. He looks up at the board. He'll dump in for Zimmich. Rolling puck comes in, and it's saved there by the Southwestchester netminder. So after the first half, It's the Blackhawks 6, the Stars 2. Stick around. We're going to have an ice cut. Then we'll do it all over again with 25 minutes on the board for the second half. This is Midnight Sports. and gentlemen, second half coming up here from Atlantic City. Stars looking to strike early and get back into this one. It'll be the Nicolaitis line out there. 25 minutes on the board. Stars need 4 goals, and they need them in this half as the Blackhawks will chip on in and chase that puck. It's Viscoso to the puck first. Works that up toward Coronati. Coronati on the puck, working it farther across the blue line. And it'll come up to Russo. Russo leaves it for Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis fires in, dangles around one man, back for Russo. Russo loads up just high of the cage. It'll be McCarthy picking up the rebound, dumping that in on deeper. Russo on the puck in the far corner, dangles his man, shoots in, saved. And the rebound comes all the way across the ice to Coronati. Coronati slaps that high and wide of the cage. Turning for it was Nicolaitis just out of his reach, so the Blackhawks will break out. And a mini break here as that puck's going to roll all the way to the end boards. A little too hot to handle on the pass. Coronati gets in the way of his man. Viscoso will clean up that rolling puck, throw it up to the near half wall, and tap it farther. It's Coronati trying to get that puck. Instead, it's a shot block, though, by Coronati. Wonderful use of the body there in front of the cage. And McCarthy does the rest to get that past the blue line. And Nicolaitis will go for a change. Russo stays out there to forecheck as the puck rolls up to a Blackhawks player at his own blue line. He'll curl with it, a little time and space. And it'll be the Blackhawks breaking on in. They dump that puck in. It's going to go off the end boards, off the side of the cage, and come around toward Viscoso, who's able to beat his man to the puck. And it's Viscoso working that up for Bizarro. Chips that up to Fisher. Fisher with speed into the offensive zone. Throws it across the ice. He connects with Zimmich, who taps that puck in at home. And it's Fisher on the rebound and scores. Oh, an early goal. Just what the doctor ordered for the Stars. And Fisher pots the rebound off the Zimmich shot. Just like that, it's Blackhawks 6, Stars 3. Well, a minute and a half into this one, Stars getting back into it. And it'll be the Zimmich line staying out there. Bizarro to the left, Fisher to the right. One forward by Zimmich. Fisher takes that, it's Fisher taking that in, and Bizarro working it up off the near half wall and dumping on in deep. Zimmich curls forward on the backhand, looks for Fisher in front, just misses the redirect on in. And so it'll be the Stars keeping the zone from Schaefer all the way down to Zimmich. Rolling puck goes to the end boards. Fisher tries to work that puck in just a bit deeper, but it's the Blackhawks emerging with it into the offensive zone, dangling around one man, and Schaefer does enough to send that puck to the end wall. Puck tapped off the back of the net. Fisher turns in. Zamboni doors eat that puck up once again. That is some bad ice in the far corner right now, as you'd expect in front of a Zamboni doors at about 100% of the youth hockey rinks around the country. Puck right in front of the camera well here. Turning with it are the Blackhawks. They're able to dump that puck in and deep. And now it'll be Gorloff again in front of those Zamboni doors, turning for the puck on the backhand. Flicks that puck up to the far circle. And Zimmich and Fisher combine to get that puck up into the Stars bench with a stoppage in play with 2:27 left to go here in the second half. It's going to be a defensive zone draw. And it'll be the Fauci line out there to take this drop at the far circle. Blackhawks looking to win that toward the slot. Fauci able to win that back, though, to Viscoso by the Zamboni doors. Puck comes right out in front again. Look out, Slapper comes in. Speaker with the save. And the Stars will take that rebound and get it up and out of the zone as the Blackhawks will reset at their own blue line. They'll dump in. This should go for an icing as it hits the side of the cage. No, icing waived. And so the Stars will have to touch that. Speaker works that over for a defenseman, and Conforti comes away with it at the near half wall. Puck sits there momentarily, showing you more of the stands than the ice. Apologies to the viewers at home. Rolling puck, glove down there by Speaker, and Viscoso in to have some words with the Blackhawks man who was standing over his goaltender. So, 21:52 left to go here in the second half. I hope you got back to your screen in time. It's been an eventful start, as it'll be Nicolaitis over the near dot. Nicolaitis wins that cleanly back to Coronati. Coronati on the puck in the near corner, works it over for Schaefer. Schaefer works that puck up toward McCarthy. A nice little flick to Russo. Russo takes that puck in front of the Blackhawks bench. He's got two men draped all over him, though, so the Blackhawks will come right back the other way through the neutral zone. Blackhawks cross the blue line, pushed wide there by Coronati, who does enough to jam up that play and then gets a what for his trouble. It's Russo working that puck up. Shot comes in, hits a body, rolling puck toward the slot. Blackhawks settle it down, fire in. Speaker able to glove that out of the air. And so, 21-21 left to play here in the second half. It's a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, some quick action here to start the second half, and it'll be Nikolaitis at the dot. Wins that cleanly back to Coronati, shovels it over toward Schaefer, and it's Schaefer on the forehand now, able to skate that puck to the top of the circle. Blackhawks nearly get that puck off of him, but instead, hard on the stick was Schaefer, and able to get that puck up to a teammate. It's Nikolaitis breaking in. Russo lurks in the slot. McCarthy there in tight. It's kicked out by the Blackhawks netminder, and onward we play as the Blackhawks have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Right back the other way. Coronati able to get in the way of not one but two men and send the puck right back in the other direction. It's McCarthy breaking into the offensive zone now. Curls toward the slot. Loads up on the forehand. Shoots high. And that's going to be chested down into the glove by the Blackhawks goaltender with 20:46 remaining here in the second half. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars, and they will roll the Zimmage line out there. Fisher and Bizarro as the wingers, Gorloff and Farrow as the defenders. Zimmage over the dot, far circle, puck rolls forward, and the Blackhawks look to get that out of the zone. It's Bizarro, though, firing into the far corner, trying to gum up the zone exit. Comes up toward Gorloff, who sticks that puck farther, able to use the body to jam that puck in just a bit deeper. Hits the linesman that time, and then thrown to the end boards. Puck sits in the near corner. Blackhawks to it first right now. Farrow able to keep the zone. Tap it farther for Fisher. Fisher settles it down. He shoots. Takes a deflection. Goes high of the cage. Onward we play here. It's the Blackhawks behind their own net on the puck, on the backhand. Working that up to the near half wall, but not as past Bizarro, who dumps it on in deeper. It's Zimmage on the puck at the far corner. Works that puck in deeper for Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck there. Surveys his options, leaves it back towards Zimmage. Return pass. Tight angle shot saved there by the Blackhawks, who throw that puck up and out of the zone. Turning for the puck was Farrow, able to keep that puck from entering his own zone. Works it up to Bizarro. Bizarro works that puck in deeper. Comes to a Blackhawk stick right in front of the goal mouth. It's Zimmage, though, intercepting that pass. Tries a hack at it. Can't settle the rolling puck, so the Blackhawks will emerge. Another 3-on-2 developing for them as they enter the offensive zone. They'll shoot high and wide of the cage. Rolling puck comes to the opposite side. Fisher to it first. Fisher with speed. He's got Bizarro down the left wing, Zimmage down the middle. Fisher gains the offensive zone, shoots in, looking for that shot pass rebound, and it was saved to the corner. Rolling puck comes to the goal mouth. Sticked farther there by the Blackhawks goaltender. It's going to come all the way down for an icing. Whistle goes there with 19:19 left to play in the second half. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, Fauci line comes over the boards. Polisi as a winger, as well as Conforti, Coronati, and Viscoso as the defenders. Puck dropped, won by Fauci. Firing in are the Stars on that puck. Blackhawks get a few sticks in the way and push it past the blue line, and so Conforti will dump back in. Blackhawks with possession. They chip it on the backhand up to the Stars' blue line. Coronati settles it there. Viscoso settles it over toward Coronati there, and Coronati works that puck up just out of the reach, but icing waved as it must have deflected off a stick or been close enough. Blackhawks first to this puck. They fire it all the way around the rink to the far side and then up into the neutral zone. It's Viscoso getting in the way of that. Fauci will pick it up. He takes a big hit there. Leg was out on the Blackhawks. Shocking, there was no penalty on that, as the leg was dangling for a Blackhawks player. Must have been determined to be incidental. And so onward we play here as that puck comes up into the neutral zone. Blackhawks look to break right back in. Blackhawks will dangle there. They dump that puck in just a bit deeper. And it'll be Viscoso on the puck, firing that up off the glass. Not out of the zone just yet. It is tapped farther by Polisi. And Viscoso will now bring it back into the far corner as he tries to find some time and space to get this puck up and out of the zone. Stars are able to do it off the stick of Conforti, who sends that across the ice. Smart play by him. Shouldn't go for an icing. Icing waved, no arm raised for the back official. And so Polisi out there on the forecheck, able to force an early pass. Blackhawks will have to set up again as we tick under 18 minutes left to go here in the second half. It's Russo getting in the way of that as the Stars have made a change. Nikolaitis lying out there. Schaefer settles that puck down in the neutral zone. Looks to go point to point. Instead comes back strong side. Nikolaitis tries to jam it in just a bit deeper. Rolls on him. Blackhawks come away with it. And they're into the offensive zone. Speaker sticks that aside. And Gorloff will pick that puck up and he goes around a man, works that puck up, zone breakout, nearly connects through the stick of McCarthy. The Stars do eventually get it out of the zone, and it's Russo on the near side of the ice, working that into the offensive zone. Russo dumps that in deep. McCarthy picks it up at the far half wall, dumps it in once again. Russo waiting for that puck at the end board, stopped there by the Blackhawks. Nikolaitis on the forecheck, comes up to McCarthy. McCarthy tries to dump it in just a bit deeper. Blackhawks will break out, though, only so far as Gorloff, who gets upended on that, but he's able to get his stick in the way of it. It's Russo coming up that zone breakout once again. Puck rolls toward Schaefer, who goes around one man, tries to stick it farther. The Blackhawks have it in the slot, though. Blackhawks trying to fire a shot there. It was Schaefer and Gorloff connecting, though, to cut down that threat. Then Schaefer gains the line and dumps in. Russo fires in on the forecheck. It's the Blackhawks coming away with the puck in the far corner, now dancing to the end boards once again, working it up to the near half wall are the Blackhawks. They throw it across the ice, out of the zone, into the neutral zone. Come the Blackhawks with some speed. Blackhawks into the top of the slot there. They settle it there. They shoot in. Speaker able to make the leg save after a deflection. Schaefer had partially blocked that shot. Rolling puck came in. Speaker kicks it out. Now picked up with speed there by Zimmich. Zimmich into the zone on the backhand, fires that, saved up and over the cage, and Zimmich goes to get that puck back, but we're going to get a whistle here for a penalty with 16-17 left to go in the second half. The Stars will go to the power play here for the first time in this game. Down 3 goals, but about to be up a man. Well, power play unit number 1 will come out there. It's Zimmich, McCarthy, Bizarro, Coronati, and Nikolaitis. Puck won there by the Stars. McCarthy works it back to Coronati. Coronati sends it right back down to McCarthy. McCarthy curls in, shoots, scores! Oh, he's popping bottles out there. Is Johnny Mack. That one hit the back of the net, popped up the water bottle, and cut this lead to 2. All at the same time. Who doesn't like multitasking? With 16-11 left to go in this, it's now Blackhawks 6, Stars 4. Ensuing faceoff will be Zimmich. He's got Bizarro to his left. Upended there was Fisher on that faceoff draw. Blackhawks take that faceoff puck all the way back into their own zone, and they break out across the blue line. Here come the Blackhawks through the neutral zone. Blackhawks into the offensive zone. In the slot, Speaker able to kick that puck out. Saw it at the last second on that screen shot. Bouncing puck into the slot. It's now sticked farther there by Viscoso all the way out of the zone. Icing's going to be waved as it came close to a Blackhawks player at his own blue line. Blackhawks pick it up at the end boards. 15:40 left to go in this one. It's Coronati pinches to keep the zone. Puck rolls just into the neutral zone. Coronati gets it back, throws it right back into the offensive zone. Bizarro right at the near blue line, trying to work that puck farther. Instead, it rolls to the center of the ice, and the Blackhawks will swipe that all the way across, and it'll go across the line with 15:24 left to go in the second half. It's an icing infraction on the Blackhawks and an offensive zone draw upcoming here for the Stars. Well, the Stars will have Nikolaitis, McCarthy, Russo out there, Gorloff and Schaefer as the defenders. Puck's dropped, one by the Stars, fired in, hits a body, never makes it to the goal mouth, but it's chopped out of the air by Schaefer. Would have been a breakaway the other way there, but instead that puck's dumped on in. Blackhawks goaltender complaining to the officials perhaps about an icing infraction, but Schaefer was well in front of center ice before he dumped that in. It's Nikolaitis dumping that puck in. Could have been offside. It was real tight. Refs don't blow the whistle there, and onward we play. It's Russo on the forecheck. Nikolaitis, long stick, rolling puck comes to McCarthy, tries to pull the trigger, unable to do so. Stick gets in the way, and now the Blackhawks come the other way. Gorloff gets in the way of that zone entry, though, and is able to gum up the play long enough for Nikolaitis to connect with Russo. Russo dumps in on the backhand. Fluttering puck goes just past the goal. Nikolaitis all over his man at the end boards, forces an early pass. That puck's going to come up and go all the way down. Is it going to be on net or go for an icing? We'll see if it hits just past the side of the cage, but icing waved there as Schaefer first to the puck. It was good that he kept on skating. Gorloff now sticks that puck past his man. Russo tracks back to get the puck to the far side of the ice. It's McCarthy as the Blackhawks have made a line change. McCarthy curling to the slot, throws that in. It's spilled up and over just past the cage. Oh, boy. That would have been some puck luck in the Stars' favor for the first time here today. Instead, it went just on the wrong side of the post if you're a fan back in Brooklyn. In any event, the Blackhawks will dump right back in. We take under 14 minutes left to go as Farrell racks that around, and the shot comes in. Deflection on Speaker, and he kicks out that follow-up, but the puck flutters in anyway. Oh, boy, Speaker got post to kick out the follow-up, but the fluttering puck went over the shoulder on the rebound, and now it's Blackhawks 7, Stars 4. Well, a huge push there by the Blackhawks does eventually find the back of the net. It was a great initial set of saves, but again, that puck luck, with the puck finding a Blackhawks stick after the 2 saves, did the Stars in. So onward we play here. Stars back down 3 goals. Blackhawks fire in, trying to throw that to the slot. Stars will have to push back in quickly. Shot comes in. That hits a body in front and goes wide. Farrell first to the puck. Works that up toward Conforti. Conforti jams it up to the near point. Hits a skate. Never gets through. Now dangling on that puck. Speaker able to chop that out. And then the rebound goes wide. It's Polisi trying to fire that puck up and out of the zone. Picking it up there is Schaefer, throwing it toward the slot, and his defensive pair in Farrell. Puck comes up to Conforti. Conforti jams that puck in, hits a stick, and so it won't go for an icing. Puck now all the way to the end boards, and it's Fauci all over his man there. Conforti gets in the way of that zone breakout, throws it net front, finds a Blackhawks stick. Onward we play. Puck rolls across the blue line, and it'll be the Blackhawks breaking in. Blackhawks trying to dangle their man there. They're in on Speaker. Speaker gets the long leg pad out, makes the save there, and gets a board pound from his teammates on the bench. It's Conforti trying to work that puck up and out of the zone. Not out of the zone just yet, though. And this time, on the second bite at the apple, the Stars do get that puck up and out. It's the Blackhawks resetting in the neutral zone. Conforti all the way across the ice, intercepts that pass, goes point to point for Coronati. Looks like a defenseman out there momentarily. Schaefer chops that out of the air. Fluttering puck's going to come all the way out of the zone. That high stick is waved after it was touched by a Stars player midair. It's Fisher picking up that lead from Bizarro. Fisher on the backhand, curls to the forehand in the slot, breaks in. Looks like he'll be just offside. It's 12:22 left to go here in the second half. It's going to be a face-off just outside the Blackhawks zone. It'll be Zimmage to take this draw. Fisher to his right, Bizarro to his left. Coronati and Viscoso behind them. Face-off win toward Bizarro. Tries to feather it past his man. Blackhawks sniff that play out and come right back the other way. Blackhawks into the zone, but Coronati with the long reach takes the puck off his man and reverses over toward Viscoso, who tries to send the puck back to him. That puck shut down net side, and onward we play here. Blackhawks control in the far corner. Puck behind the net. Zimmage able to take the puck off his man as it rolls on the Blackhawks player. Now the Blackhawks back. Speaker sticks that aside, and Coronati on the puck. Works it up toward Fisher. Out of his reach, though, and the Blackhawks will reset and dump in. Bouncing puck again comes off that stanchion by the Zamboni doors to the net front, but this time the Stars wise to it, and now it's Bizarro streaking down the left wing. Loads up on the forehand, shoots in. It's blocker down. It's loose in front. Stars not first to it. Bouncing puck cleared there by the Blackhawks, and so they'll break right back the other way. It's Gorloff and Viscoso back. Blackhawks break into the offensive zone, looking for a tight angle shot. It's in the slot, and all alone in the slot were the Blackhawks, and they put that puck in. And so, with 11:24 remaining, it's now Blackhawks 8, Stars 4. Well, just unfortunate there for the Stars. They had such good push there for the first 10 minutes of this one. And the Blackhawks able to strike right back and get their lead back to 4 goals here at the Atlantic City skate zone. Puck's dropped there, chipped over toward Farrell. Farrell throws that up off the glass, hits a few players in the neutral zone, rolls to Gorloff, who works it up toward McCarthy. Handcuffed just a bit by that pass. It'll be the Blackhawks coming away with it at the end boards. McCarthy, aggressive forecheck, though, and Russo jamming it up at the near half wall. Does enough. Rolling puck's going to come all the way across the ice. Blackhawks first to it. They throw it out of the zone. Stars still skating hard out there, down 4 goals late in this one. It's the Blackhawks, though, entering the offensive zone. Speaker able to do enough on that to send that across to the weak side of the ice. It's now Nikolaitis bodying his man. McCarthy chops it farther. McCarthy on the puck. Sends it over to Russo here in front of the camera well. Russo takes it into the offensive zone. Nice drop pass from Nikolaitis. Oh, the slapper goes just wide. Schaefer keeps the zone, works it back for McCarthy. Throws it toward the net front. Chipped puck comes up. Gloved out of the air momentarily by the Blackhawks netminder, but not settled yet. Puck loose in the far corner. It's Nikolaitis first to it. Tries to work it to the net front again. 2 Blackhawks men in his way, and the Blackhawks will break out. It's the Blackhawks throwing that puck in. Speaker with the save. He's just going to cover up there on that long shot in. as a Blackhawks man was coming into the crease. And so, with 10:16 left to go in this one, it's a defensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Well, some real moments of brilliance out there by the Stars in this early Saturday morning game. Just a couple of bad luck rolls on them. Really what separate them from the Blackhawks here. But credit to the Blackhawks. They've played well. Shot comes in. Speaker gobbles that one up. And we'll do it all over again with 10:11 left to go here in the second half. A little bit of the air out of the building now as the Stars had cut this to a 2-goal lead. But again, some bad luck. Sees it increase to a 4-goal lead once again. Now it's Conforti able to touch that puck past the blue line. Blackhawks will recoil with it in the neutral zone and send it in on Speaker, who just covers up that shot. And it's Fauci and Schaefer ensuring that that blue paint stays clear. And so we'll have a face-off in the defensive zone for the Stars at the near circle. Now still 10 minutes left to go in this one as the Blackhawks win that face-off. Speaker able to glove that shot down once again, and we'll get another stoppage in play. 9:56 now to go. A lot of ice time left for the Stars to make this one close and really make the Blackhawks sweat. They're still skating hard out there, as are the Blackhawks, too. Often it's easy to say bad luck and the rest, but the truth is there are two hockey teams out there, and they're both playing hard. Only one can win. It's the Stars now working that puck to the far side of the ice. Image on it there, taps it up toward Bizarro, throws it out of the zone. That did cross the blue line, but we're going to get no call here as the official was still caught deep in the zone. Couldn't see that that puck had crossed the line. Blackhawks hold the zone. They dump it in just a bit deeper at the near circle. Puck spun all the way around to the far side of the ice. Schaefer first to it, but the Blackhawks throw it through the blue paint there, and they'll tap it in deeper once again. It's Coronati on the puck, trying to work that puck out toward the net front. Zimmage now on the puck, skates it out himself through the slot. Zimmage with speed into the neutral zone. He finds Bizarro. Bizarro takes it on the backhand, goes backhand, forehand, backhand, and takes it all the way into the offensive zone. Bizarro will curl with it, gets low, pushes it to himself at the near half wall. Bizarro on the puck. He'll dump in deeper for Zimmage and then curl for the puck. Zimmage has a man draped all over him, just leaning into him, but he's able to throw it toward the net front. Fisher gets that pass. It's the Blackhawks netminder who was down, and Bizarro put it just past the post. We had to reach for it and try and redirect. Unable to do so as the puck comes up to the near point. It's Farrow on the puck. He shoots in. That puck's saved. Ensuing shot hits the side of the cage. It's loose in the slot, and then it's thrown out of the zone all the way down. This one should go for an icing. It does. Wow, a big push there by the Stars. They had the Blackhawks netminder out of position after a couple of good saves. Unable to touch it home, though, and cut this lead to 3. So with 8:34 left to go here in the second half, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Nikolaitis at the dot. Farrow and Gorloff behind him. Puck comes up toward McCarthy. McCarthy touches it deeper into the zone. Picks up the puck. Looking net front for Russo. Takes it all the way to the side of the net. Bouncing puck flutters up. And it goes into the back of the net. Holy moly, the Stars score. And maybe you don't have to hear me talk about bad puck luck too much more, as Nikolaitis is going to get credit for that goal after it fluttered up into the air, took a bounce into the back of the net, and cut this lead back down to 3. 8:23 left to play here at the Atlantic City skate zone this morning. It's the Blackhawks 8, the Stars 5. Puck's dropped, one by Nikolaitis, back to Farrow, feathers it right up to Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis threads it over toward McCarthy. McCarthy toward the net front. It's sticked aside there by the Blackhawks goaltender. Puck sits at the far corner right now as the Stars look to get right back on the board. It's Nikolaitis at the far corner. Puck rolls on him. He tries to chip it up to the point. Russo will take that off a deflection. Comes all the way across the ice. The Blackhawks will be first to it. Blackhawks fire that up into the neutral zone, into the offensive zone. Curling in the slot are the Blackhawks. They fire in, and that puck hit the post. And Speaker able to cover up there as the officials. That one hit the post. It hit the inside of the post and bounced right back out. There was an official right by it. Speaker goes to give the post a little bit of love, and probably an overly dramatic demonstration of thanking that post. In any event, the Blackhawks get an offensive zone draw out of it. Puck now rolls up towards Schaefer. Schaefer able to get that puck over to Zimmage, who leaves it there for Coronati. Coronati works it up for Bizarro. Bizarro tries to feather it through for Fisher, who is streaking through the middle of the ice. It'll be Zimmage, though, picking that puck up in the slot. He shoots in, fought off by the Blackhawks netminder. Onward we play here. Bouncing puck comes all the way out of the zone. Icing's going to be waved, and so Schaefer fires in on that puck at the end boards. Puck comes all the way around to the far corner, and it rolls toward Fisher there, who tries to get the puck out of the zone. He's got a man bodying him up. Puck now rolls to the top of the slot, and it'll be Bizarro working that puck up towards him. It's just out of his reach. Blackhawks take over in the neutral zone, curl into the offensive zone. They shoot in on Speaker, and he's going to cover up once again as the Blackhawks man was streaking toward him with just 7 minutes left to go in the second half. Well, it's going to be a defensive zone draw here for the Stars, and it will be Nikolaitis to take the drop. He's got Russo and McCarthy out there with him. Nikolaitis, clean win all the way over toward Farrow, who wings that around on the backhand toward Gorloff. Gorloff works that up for McCarthy, and it will be Nikolaitis able to do enough to get that past the blue line. Stars through Russo and the neutral zone, trying to work it farther. Russo on the backhand works it to the offensive blue line, but no farther as the Blackhawks will come right back the other way. Blackhawks at their own offensive blue line, try and enter the Stars zone, but they're dispossessed. That puck thrown up to the top of the slot. Gorloff able to skate it out of the zone. Puck in front of him. He loads up on the forehand, shoots it, and hits a body. That rolling puck's going to go all the way to the far corner, and then it's racked around to the near half wall. It's Russo bodying his man there. Blackhawks will break out. 6:20 left to play here as the Blackhawks dump that puck in, and it'll be Gorloff turning to pick it up. He slaps it to the far half wall. McCarthy was waiting there, but there were two Blackhawks men in the way, so the Stars will have to try a zone exit once again. Blackhawks dump it in deeper. Kicked out of the zone, though, by Gorloff. Russo finds McCarthy. McCarthy stood up just a bit, keeps his skates. The Blackhawks end up with the puck at their own blue line. They go point to point there, and they try and come right back the other way. Blackhawks in the offensive zone. They're going to dangle in. Speaker sticks that aside. Schaefer first to the puck, jams it out, but he takes a giant hit there, and there's no call in the corner after Schaefer was hit very hard in the far corner. That puck's dumped on in. These officials are not calling much out here as the Stars break out. Look for this game to get a little bit chippy now after the heavy hits in the corner went uncalled. It'll be Farrell working his man deep in the zone. Coronati on the puck there. Picks it up on the backhand. It's tapped in farther. And now Farrell will turn on the forehand and jam it up toward Bizarro. Bizarro pulls that off the wall, throws it out of the zone. This one's going to go for an icing, though, with 5:10 left to play here. It's going to be a defensive zone draw. Now the Stars bench very unhappy there with no call coming on the hit on Schaefer in the corner. Schaefer able to pop back up and stay in the play. A credit to him. Tough as nails out there is Schaefer. Puck comes to the Blackhawks. They shoot in. It hits a body in front. Speaker able to pick that puck up in the glove. We'll do it all over again with 5:04 left to go in this game. Zimmage at the dot. He's got Coronati to his left. Puck one forward there by the Blackhawks. But the Stars first to it, and they thread it out of the zone. It's going to go all the way down here. Should cross the line for an icing, but icing waved as we play on. Bizarro first to that puck, forces an early pass that goes up and out of play. So it should be an offensive zone drop for the Stars, who will make a change here. It'll be the Nikolaitis line coming back out there. That puck did not appear to hit the glass on its way out of the zone, but it might be the first delay of game called in youth hockey for throwing it out of the defensive zone in a while. Officials just don't like that call. In any event, shot comes in, takes a deflection, goes wide. We're under 5 minutes left to play here in Atlantic City as the puck comes up through the neutral zone and rolls. McCarthy first to it on the backhand, takes a baseball bat swing at it, able to get the puck up toward Russo. Russo takes a heavy hit there, and he'll pop right back up, but it's the Blackhawks emerging with the puck coming the other way. It's a 3-on-2. They shoot in on Speaker. That bouncing puck goes up and over the cage. That shot was so fast, the camera couldn't catch up with it. And now the puck's going to roll in the near circle. Russo tries to tap that puck up, and we'll get a stoppage here. And we'll see exactly what the call is. It looked like maybe the puck had gone up into the netting. All the players had stopped. Everybody on the ice knew what was going on. But the puck's going to come out of the zone, so Must have gone up into the netting on a shot from a Blackhawks player. Puck dropped just outside the Stars zone. Blackhawks control. They pour through the neutral zone, and they cross the blue line. Blackhawks at the top of the slot. Rolling puck's going to go all the way to Gorloff in the near corner. Gorloff on the puck, throws that up out of the zone, and it'll be the Blackhawks emerging with it. Blackhawks on the puck now, touching that puck in farther, and Coronati turns to pick it up. Coronati in the near corner, on the puck, on the forehand. He'll reverse to himself, work it back up weak side to Russo. Russo on the puck there, settles it, looks up ice, finds McCarthy through the center of the ice. Puck bounces up off his stick, though, and the Blackhawks will dump right back in. They're going to be happy to kill off as much of this game as they can in the offensive zone. They're up 3 goals, but the Stars have been dangerous here late in the second half. The Stars through Nikolaitis, picking that puck up. They dug it out from the end boards, and Nikolaitis throws it across the ice for a streaking McCarthy. McCarthy on the forehand, pushed wide, curling in, sends that through the blue paint, nobody home. And it'll be the Stars picking up the puck at their end boards. And a stick goes flying, so we get a call here with 3:14 left to go in this game. We'll see who's going to the box. Looks like it will be a Blackhawks player for a high stick, and the Stars will go back to their bench momentarily because they're going to make a line change. All right, no timeout called there by the Stars. Down 3, up a man for 2 minutes or fewer if they can, and now the Stars do use their timeout, trying to buy as much time for their players. That's a veteran move there by Coach Carney to have his players go all the way to the face-off circle slowly so they can get a bit of a break and then call the timeout, buying maximum rest time there for power play unit number 1, some of whom had been on the ice when they drew that penalty. Well, it gives us time to remind you, Stars are back in action later today. They play at 5:10 p.m. against the Genesis Hockey Club right here from Atlantic City. Don't miss a moment. 5:10 p.m. Stars against Genesis right here on Midnight Sports. We can't thank you enough for waking up early and joining us here for this 7 a.m. game. Kind of reminds you when the kids were mites and squirts waking up this early for hockey. But I assure you, it's just as cold as it ever was in these rinks, so be happy you're on the couch at home. Well, the whiteboard is out there at the Stars bench. We'd zoom in, but those are trade secrets over there right in front of the players, so we wouldn't want to reveal any play just in case their families were watching and could communicate that to the Blackhawks. In any event, Blackhawks break first. They're over the boards. They've got 4 skaters on the ice, and it'll be the Stars getting ready here right in front of their bench. It looks like Nikolaitis, Coronati, McCarthy, Bizarro, and Zimmage will roll out there for power play unit number 1. 3:14 on the board. Get your reset here, too. In the first half, it was largely Blackhawks carrying the play. They got a few really nice bounces. They went up 6-2 at the break. Stars have pushed back since then. Now an 8-5 hockey game. Shots 36-24 in the Blackhawks' favor. Puck dropped. Won by the Stars. Back to Coronati. Coronati surveys his options. Tries to work that over to Bizarro. Bizarro sends it back to Coronati. Coronati fires that wide for McCarthy. McCarthy throws that in front. Rolling puck there. Covered up by the Blackhawks goaltender. And so we'll do it all over again with 3:02 remaining in this game. And it's Nikolaitis at the far circle to take this drop. Zimmage curls behind him. Bizarro as well. Coronati and McCarthy out there. One there by Nikolaitis. Works it up to Coronati. Now Bizarro in the slot. Tries to throw that in farther. It's deflected just wide. Puck comes to the far half wall, and McCarthy touches that farther for Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis surveys his options. A lot of people in front of him there as McCarthy dumps that puck in deeper. Nikolaitis on the puck, dumping it for Zimmage. Zimmage behind the net. Zimmage trying to throw that net front for Bizarro. Rolling puck comes up to Zimmage. He shoots. That bouncing puck still loose in the slot, and then it's ejected from the zone by the Blackhawks, who will get a change out of this. Coronati on the puck. Quick up toward Bizarro, just out of his reach, though. That one's going to go all the way to the end line. Icing waved as the Blackhawks thought that icing was going to be called. Instead, it's the Blackhawks firing that puck all the way down And the officials are going to claim a deflection, so no icing the other way either. The Blackhawks try to throw that to the net front. Rolling puck comes to the slot, kept in there. Blackhawks killing off this penalty so far. 52 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Stars need a goal, and they need it in a hurry. Coronati picks that puck up, dances around his man. Another Blackhawks man blows a tire, works it up to McCarthy. McCarthy gains the zone. McCarthy has Bizarro and Zimmage ahead of him. McCarthy will dump that puck in. Zimmage fires in, as does Bizarro. Bizarro is going to get there. Bizarro has the puck in the near corner, and he'll curl with it, work it back down towards Zimmage. Zimmage working from below the goal line, and the puck comes all the way out to the top of the circle. Blackhawks there first. They touch it. It's a breakaway now for the Blackhawks as the Stars had tried to work in. The Blackhawks in. They fire that across, and they score. It was a 2-on-0 there for the Blackhawks. The Stars had to take some chances to try and get a goal, but it's going to come right back the other way, and now it's Blackhawks 9, Stars 5. Well, not much the Stars could do on that one. They were all down at the top of the circle or lower, pushing for a goal, as you'd expect, with just 91 seconds left to go in this one. But now it's Blackhawks 9, Stars 5, and it's all over but the crying. And so it'll be Fisher on the puck. Still 18 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Tapped in there by Gorloff to the offensive zone. It's the Stars trying to pick it up now. Russo skating hard, cuts out the zone exit, as does Fisher. Russo throws that puck toward Fisher in the slot, and it's tucked deeper by the Stars, as the Blackhawks now will look to exit with the puck. 109 left to go here from the Atlantic City skate zone as the Blackhawks take over and work that puck into the zone. It's Fisher sticking that puck farther. It's going to come in offside, though, as there's 58 seconds left to go in this one. And it'll be a face-off just outside the Stars' defensive zone. It'll be the Fauci line out there. Conforti to his left. And Polisi to his right. Gorloff and Farrow as the defenders. And it's the Blackhawks firing in on Speaker. He's able to make the save, and Farrow comes away with it. Farrow on the puck. Rolling puck comes up and out of the zone. It's going to go all the way down. We'll get an icing call here with 45 seconds remaining. Well, same 5 skaters will stay out there. Officials quick with the whistle now. They want to get this game over and get the next one on this ice so they don't get off schedule on the first game of the day. It'll be Fauci at the near dot. Puck's dropped, and he ties up his man. The Blackhawks fire it in from the slot. Blocker to side there by Speaker as Polisi fires on his man, pushes him into the boards. Blackhawks come away with it at the far point. Blackhawks again shoot in. Speaker able to make the save. That puck rolls on him, but to the side of the cage, thrown toward the slot, and now it's Gorloff escaping with the puck. Gorloff there through center ice. He gains the offensive zone, does Gorloff, leaves it for Conforti, who fires in just high of the cage, and that puck is going to come to the side of the cage, but it will be the Blackhawks emerging with it. 15 seconds remaining in this one as the Blackhawks try to break in. Farrow gets the skate in the way. Blackhawks throw that into the offensive zone. It's in the near corner as Fauci tries to body his man. It's thrown up toward the slot, and the Blackhawks score there with just 4 seconds remaining. Blackhawks able to score and make this a 10-goal hockey game for them. They went ahead and hit the decade, so free chili for everybody. Go ahead and take your ticket stub to the nearest Taco Bell and take your chances. It's the Blackhawks 10, Stars 5 here late in Atlantic City. Puck dropped. There goes the horn. That does it here from the Atlantic City skate zone in an early one. We'll see you again at 5:10 p.m. right here on Midnight Sports as the Stars take on the Genesis Hockey Club. Until then, stay safe.